The people in Africa are producing, as a result of their normal activity, an average of about 2 to 3 kilograms of garbage per day per person. This is food, waste, paper, wood, metal, plastic, glass, and rubber. Even for a small city, the 2 to 3 kilograms adds up to tons of rubbish, which are transported daily to the nearest urban dump site. In the best case, it will be burnt, in the worst, simply covered by ground. When stored in an open dump, the garbage is subject of emissions of toxic substances which enter this underground water with rainwater and contaminate large areas of ground and water bodies forever. In several years, it will be necessary to close the dump. The contaminated soil will not be usable forever. The African Expert Federation, in collaboration with the Namibian, Russian and Swedish companies, presents a unique facility to transform unsorted solid household and industrial waste into electrical energy using the method of high temperatures pyrolysis with a productivity of the main reactor of 100 tons of garbage per day. For a greater productivity of the plant of 200, 300, 400 tons, it is necessary to install 2, 3 or 4 reactors. The plant produces 144 megawatts of electrical energy, 6 tons of metal, 20 tons of slag per day and reactor. A plant with a productivity of 100 tons is able to supply electricity for about 30,000 people. The number of the factory personnel is 45 persons. The operation cycle is continuous. The waste is transported by garbage trucks to the waste reception site. It is then unloaded, passes through a magnetic separator and enters the Swedish packaging line. The metal, which is sorted out, is then pressed into briquettes in a semi-automatic press. The briquettes are then supplied to metallurgy plants. The crushed garbage is then pressed and wrapped in a non-transparent polyethylene film in so-called bales. Weight of a bale is from 100 up to 1,600 kilograms. In such a state, the waste is absolutely safe and can be stored indefinitely, even at open sites, without polluting the environment. The transformation of the waste bales into electricity will be realized with a new Russian technology, secured with 7 patents. From the storehouse, the bales are transported to the reactor site by a mobile loader and then loaded with a pulley into the reactor. Through the load hatch, the waste enters the chamber of the dry pyrolysis, where the waste passes the pre-treatment process at a temperature of 900 degrees centigrade. Further, it arrives into the chamber of main pyrolysis, where at the temperature of 1650 degrees centigrade, the waste is completely gasified. As a result of the pyrolysis, gas is emitted, which is pumped out from the reactor by a special rotation ejector to combustion chambers located in the boiler. In this process, there is a negative overpressure in the reactor, which prevents the injection of harmful substances into the atmosphere. 30% of gas is used to fuel the reactor. The rest of the pyrolysis gas is used to generate electricity, which is delivered to the customer. The effluent slag flows through a drainage in the bottom of the reactor. With the pyrolysis gas, the water is heated in the boiler and the steam drives the 6 megawatt power station, and the combustion products are discharged into the atmosphere through a filter and a cleaning system. The modern, highly reliable industrial management system controls all manufacturing processes of utilization, from the arrival of garbage, supply of garbage into the reactor, management of power station to monitoring ecological purity of all processes.